I want you to imagine something. It's late, you're asleep, totally out for the count. But while you're dreaming, something or someone is quietly working for you.
Right, a silent, digital employee. One that never calls in sick, never asks for a raise, and is just laser-focused on one single mission: growing your wealth.
Whoa, hold on a second. An employee that I don't have to pay? Come on, that sounds a little too perfect. There's gotta be a catch, right?
Well, the catch, and this is the crazy part, isn't some hidden fee. The catch is us. It's our own brains. The biggest thing stopping most of us from building wealth isn't the lack of money. It's that our own psychology is basically rigged against us. We're actually wired to fail at this stuff.
I mean, just think about it for a second. It sounds so ridiculously simple, doesn't it? Why don't we all just, take $5 and invest it every single day? We all know we should, so why don't we? There's a really specific reason why not.
It's this thing called decision fatigue. Picture your willpower as a battery in your phone. Every single choice you make all day, what shirt to wear, how to answer that email, what to have for lunch, drains that battery just a little bit. So by the time you finally get home, you're at like 2% power. And making another smart, long-term financial choice, it's basically impossible. Your brain just defaults to no.
And it gets even worse. Our brains have this built-in glitch called hyperbolic discounting. It just means we are hardwired to want a small reward right now way more than a huge reward later. Wait, what? A $5 taco today versus $500 in 10 years. Oh man, when you frame it like that, I totally bought that taco yesterday. Ouch, that stings a little.
Exactly, and that impulse is the enemy. But this is where the solution, the hero of the story, comes in. What if you could create an automated agent that literally just outsmarts your own worst impulses? An agent that makes the right choice for future you before present you even gets a chance to mess it all up.
So this agent, it acts like your own personal emotional firewall, right? It doesn't freak out when the market drops. It doesn't get greedy when some stock is skyrocketing. It just follows the rules you gave it. It completely bypasses that pain of paying and acts as the ultimate pre-commitment device. Okay, that firewall analogy is pretty cool, but is this for real? Is this something that regular people are actually doing, or is it just some cool theory?
Oh, it's very, very real. Let me tell you about Sarah. She's a graphic designer, always felt like she was, bad with money and just didn't earn enough to invest. She'd try to save, but then life would happen. Car repairs, unexpected bills, you know the deal.
So she set up one of these really simple automated agents. And then she just got busy and forgot about it. 6 months go by, she finally logs in to check on it. And while she was just living her life, her little agent had been quietly tucking away money and had invested $2,400 on her behalf.
Wow. Okay, hold on. That right there is the magic phrase. Without ever feeling the loss of the money. That's it. That's the reason people don't do this. It's that little sting you feel when you move money into an investment account. To get rid of that friction completely, that is an absolute game changer.
That's the entire point. And you know what the best part is? You don't need to be some coding genius from Silicon Valley to build your own. It's actually shockingly simple to set up your own little wealth machine.
Okay, so it really boils down to 4 basic parts. First, the data source. You just connect your bank account so the system can see what you're spending. Second, and this is the core, is the logic engine, where you set your rules. Third is execution. It connects to a brokerage and actually buys the stuff for you. And fourth is optimization, where it can get a little smarter over time. Okay, hang on. Step 2, the logic engine. That sounds super intimidating. Do I need to be a programmer to figure that part out?
Not at all. That's the secret. When we say AI here, we're not talking about like the Terminator. Forget all that. We are talking about super simple, really powerful if this, then that rules. That's it. If this thing happens, then do that thing. So for example, you could set up something called a vice tax. The rule would be, if my bank sees a charge from a fast food place, then automatically invest $5. Or a payday sweep. If my paycheck hits my account, then immediately invest 10% of it before I even have a chance to spend it. That vice tax idea is brilliant. You're literally turning a bad habit into a good one. My weekly pizza splurge could actually fund my retirement. That's kind of wild.
It absolutely could. Okay, but look, as simple as this is, there are a few common mistakes people make. First, and this is the biggest one, is overcomplicating the logic. Don't try to outsmart Wall Street. Just start with one super simple rule. Okay,
Keep it simple. Make sense? What's number 2? Ignoring platform fees. This is a killer. If you're investing $1 at a time, but paying a 50-cent fee on each transaction, you're losing half your money instantly. You have to find a zero-commission platform. Yeah, that's a silent portfolio killer. And I'm so guilty of this next one, the check-in obsession. Just constantly refreshing the app to see what it's doing. Right, you've got to let the system work. The whole point of this is to take your emotions out of the equation. So set it, and then try your best to forget it. Hard to do, but I get it. What else? You have to have an emergency buffer. Your agent needs a rule like, if my checking account balance is below, say, $1,000, then do not invest anything. It has to be smart enough not to invest your rent money. And the last one, don't chase social media hype. The meme stocks. Exactly. Don't tell your agent to buy whatever's trending on Twitter. Just stick to boring, diversified index funds. With automation, boring is beautiful. Trust me.
And you know, all of this, the rules, the tech, it all leads to the most important part of this whole idea. Because the real change here isn't what happens in your bank account, it's what happens in your mind.
See, a consumer looks at $1 and asks, what can this buy me right now? An owner looks at that same dollar and thinks, this is a little worker I can hire and put on my team. So every time you buy some random thing you don't need, you're not just spending money, you're firing a potential worker. But when you invest it, you're sending that worker out to build a future for you. And here's the final urgent truth. The cost of doing nothing isn't zero anymore. With inflation as high as it is, any cash you have just sitting there, it's being robbed. A silent thief is stealing its value every single day. So doing nothing is now a guaranteed way to lose. Automation is your best defense against that thief.
So that $5 you're about to spend on a coffee, that isn't just $5. That's a seed. It's the beginning of a down payment on a house. It's a piece of your financial freedom. The system is here. It works. The only question left is, what are you waiting for?